Hey, it's your girl Tiara and
Risha J. How you doing?
We're here to discuss the evidence, okay? Because there's a lot of delusional people on these streets of social media, also known as Beyonce's internet. And I just feel like maybe they just don't know. Ignorance is bliss. You're still subject to your belief. But what I'm going to do is play the evidence that allow me to come up with my critical thinking skills to know that he is guilty and shame on him. So first, people are backtracking now that the evidence have been put out there. And the number one backtracker so far, besides Soulja Boy.
So the IRS is getting.
I'm gonna apologize to Megan Thee Stallion. I said some things, and it was because on social media I posted things that when she said she was with Gail, and she said that she said, "Were you intimate with Tory Lanez?" And she said, "What?" And then it was like, "No." And I was like, she's lying. Mm-hmm. At that point, I knew she's lying. There wouldn't be no reason for me to be around each other, babe. And then from that, it felt like she was lying to me. You know what I'm saying? So I was like, little things would pop up, and I wasn't.
So, and I think he explained why people didn't believe Megan is because she lied. But two things can be for true. And that is, yes, Megan Thee Stallion lied. And yes, Tory Lanez did shoot her. Okay. Mm-hmm. So we're going to go ahead and get into the evidence. And also, let me go ahead and acknowledge one of our members. Thank you, Julie. Oh, Julia. Hello, my sisters. Happy New Year's to both. So good. I can't wait to see you both. Thank you both for coming. Thank you, Julia. We appreciate you. Thank you. Thank you for joining the live. Please comment. Please stay tuned because I did get a gift from a divine honey all the way from England. Or was it Sweden? England. So I can't wait to open it up. So definitely stay tuned. Like this video, share this video because a lot of people need to know the truth and we're here to give that truth. Also, if you guys don't mind, we have our own channel called Real 3 Talk.
Real
3 Talk. Yeah. Okay. Real 3 Talk. So make sure you guys follow. Make sure you like this video. So with that being said, you have people backpedaling in because of this evidence that I'm about to show. So let me get into the first piece of evidence. And that is going to be.
Hold on. We didn't do our intro. Oh,
hold up, y'all. My bad.
Run this shit big.
Let me do our intro first. Hold on.
We professional.
Oh, I didn't put the girl. I didn't put the other intro.
You know what?
Okay, sorry, y'all. We're gonna come back with the other next intro, but we're gonna go ahead and do the other intro anyways, okay?
Just tell me what you wantin'. Put anything you want, but I'm on it. Just tell me what you wantin'. Put anything you want, but I'm on
it. Love it. Thank you. I'm so happy for you. Thank you so much. Okay, look at Cousin in the house. Okay. Hey. Thank y'all for viewing. Okay. Oh my God, I'm so happy for you. Thank you, Julia. Yes. Somebody say LOL. I know that's fucking right. Honey, we're gonna be laughing. We're gonna be laughing, honey. Love it. Yes, the intro. Yes, honey. Okay. Okay, y'all. So now, when proven motherfuckers right,
Period.
goes right. So let's go ahead because, honey, after this evidence, if you just be like, no, he did it, that's between you and your conscience. It ain't got nothing to do with me.
Mm-hmm.
So let's go in and get into the first piece of evidence.
Exclusive.
Huh?
Y'all got out.
And first, let me go ahead and give a shout out to this creator. It's Nick at Night. If you guys do not follow her on Facebook and YouTube, please follow her. She keep you updated with all the current topics. And plus, she was on top of this case with Tory Lanez and Megan Thee Stallion. So, and I think she was even at the trial. So definitely go check her out and subscribe to her channel. It's called Nick at Night. And this is the first piece of evidence.
Exclusive.
Huh?
Y'all got out. And everything y'all good.
Megan's still in the hospital. I'm outside the hospital.
So y'all got.
About what?
You said what?
I said Megan's in the hospital still. I'm outside the hospital waiting.
Nick at Night
What hospital you
exclusive.
at?
I don't know. Let me see. Feeder, something like that. Feeder.
Bro.
Sure.
Regardless, I know she
Nick
probably
at
never
Night
ever gonna talk to me
exclusive.
ever again, but bruh, I just want you to know, bruh.
Okay. I don't have to do the whole clip because I don't want to get copywritten or anything. But basically, within that clip, if you could hear, okay, he's calling from jail, number one. He's calling Kelsey, number two. Okay, number two. Kelsey is who they trying to say did it, right? So if you shot somebody, right? Why would I be calling you, apologizing, asking you if she's in the hospital and you the one that shot her?
Should you have something to cover up?
Make sense. Make it make sense because a lot of people are actually saying that he's basically not snitching for Kelsey, which is a damn lie because
And she's lying. Like I would say maybe she is lying about the whole, relations. Like y'all had to have like some type of relations for Kelsey
exactly
to be mad. Like why would she be like, I don't know, like she's mad.
right,
Like it's her best friend, and supposedly she was messing with him first.
right.
Or was trying to. But the whole thing is Megan says she lied. She lied on the behalf of black men getting killed, which is true.
Yeah.
A lot of black men are getting killed by in the hands of police officers. So I could understand in that moment trying to protect him, and it's just him not taking accountability for his actions.
Right.
And he was trying to throw the blame and say that she was lying.
Right. And I mean, two things can be true. You can be a liar and you can be a victim. So let's not conflate the two. And that's why I added the video of 50 Cent apologizing. So somebody asking me now, hey George, somebody's asking me now, what is the topic about? And I don't know if you can see the title, but it's supposed to be about everybody apologizing to Megan Thee Stallion. And here's the evidence. So basically, we wanted to give some people who just think the Illuminati and Jay-Z did this some insight on what the evidence is and why the jurors came up with the conclusion that he did it. And actually, maybe black males or people, not even black males, females of all colors, males of all colors, keep your hands to yourself. Don't consume too much alcohol and make bad decisions that you cannot combat from.
And a gun is not a toy. If you ain't ready to protect your life, there's no need to be pulling out a gun.
Yes.
Like
I've seen a lot of domestic
back.
Exactly. And I don't know if you have, but I've seen a lot of domestic violence with guns against women here on Facebook a lot. I seen a video when a man actually killed his girlfriend and put it on live. So this is very real people, very real energy and how people are looking at it and how they feel like they can make decisions like this. No.
Absolutely.
Yes, we don't want another black male in jail, but yes, we also have to be smart enough to see why you shouldn't do the shit you do to end up there.
Julia said maybe his feelings give him a change of heart to feel guilty. I can understand that. Like maybe.
We're gonna get into this next clip. I don't feel like he feels guilty. Let me go ahead and give you this next clip of what happened, and you tell me if he feel guilty. This was right after.
Yeah.
Right after.
Lie, gotta tell him what the truth is. Hot dinner skate, bitch, I'm back. Where
Do not do that, Darisha.
lie, gotta tell him what the truth is. Hot dinner skate, bitch, I'm back. Where
When I seen that video, I was like, he did it.
You're guilty. You're bragging. That's why
You're bragging at this point.
You're guilty.
You're bragging. Okay.
You're guilty.
So we have the actual video of a neighbor's Ring camera that actually caught the sound of the gunfires. And the reason why this is so important, because the defense and trial brought up the point that the reason why Kelsey and him had gunpowder residue on their fingers is because they were fighting for the gun. Now, you're going to hear this next clip that lets you know that was fucking impossible. Number two, if they was fighting over the gun, why would they, if they was fighting over the gun, I lost my train of thought. Hold on. Let me go ahead and take this video. Because that still didn't make sense. Okay.
It's a possibility. It's a possibility that they was tussling over the gun, but how she got shot in the foot in the front seat is kind of ironic.
No, they were not fighting over the gun, because listen, I mean, they say it's a possibility, but listen to this video, okay? Listen to the gunshots and tell me, is it reasonable that they were fighting over this gun?
And Megan and them like arguing, it's because the audio was taken from somebody's ring inside their home. So let me pull it up on the screen.
So did you hear it? It's too fast. It's too fast. There's no way.
I heard it, but that's why I'm asking. Is that why he made that little video with the little Western like shooting at his feet? Like,
yeah, I think so. I think he was being a smart ass. Because that happened afterwards. And then he beat up Augustina, whatever his name is.
Oh, yeah. And that was wrong. How you going to hit him because he didn't give you a handshake? He didn't acknowledge you. It's going to be a lot of people in this world that don't acknowledge you. That don't mean, oh, I'm mad. Let me have a tantrum.
Okay, now this is my opinion for some of the men in the world, not all. Okay, I feel like, and you know, not just men, but I would say more men when it comes to this situation. It's the fall of somebody's egos that hit them hard. And you know, if you think about the Bible, who had the biggest ego that fell and brought 2/3 of their angels? Lucifer.
The devil.
And what was he the head of? The orchestra, the music. Mm-hmm. So you got to think about signs when you see one. But not only that, your ego can allow you to stoop so low, especially when you're drinking spirits, also known as liquor. You become what?
Possess your body. Liquor possesses your body.
And let me go ahead and give y'all another example of how liquor, okay, can make you actually act more in character, because sometimes a sober mind
speaks a true thought. No, a drunk mind speak a true thought. So if you're drunk and you're talking, you are for real.
Real, exactly. This is
if you got touched out while your friends was drunk, they were serious. They tired of your shit.
Exactly. So let's go ahead and give. Now this is the text message he sent to Megan.
Ever gonna talk to? Okay, so this is the text message that he sent to Megan. This is from Tory Lanez. It says, Meg, I know you probably never gonna talk to me again, but I genuinely want you to know from the bottom of my heart and I was just too drunk. Nonetheless, it should have never happened, and I can't change what did. I just feel horrible because I genuinely just got too drunk.
So that's his text message to Megan. Okay, so that's another reason why I don't believe is Kelsey is the one who shot him, because there's nowhere in the text where he says that. He's never the one said that Kelsey did it. Okay. Also, it was said that he was trying to offer them $1 million not to speak. To me, number one sign of guilty.
$1 million a piece.
Not to speak, that means you did it. So I don't understand this confusion people have, but I also feel like a lot of Black men, not all, and a lot of men in general, don't want to make the woman the reason why she's the victim. And that is because Megan lied. So a lot of people cannot separate the two. Oh, she lied. She slept with her man's boyfriend behind her back, which is true, which is not good for her reputation, but it does not mean that she did not get shot. So it comes with accountability. Like, even if she did do all that, it does not mean that she deserved to get shot.
Yeah.
So that's another piece of evidence, honey. Now we're going to get into him texting Kelsey, the alleged shooter.
Tory shot Meg, 911. Okay? Tory.
You told on yourself. She told on him.
She told on him, and then her testimony said he did it. But then when she got in court, after she probably accepted that $1 million, also I think she's having a baby by one of the executives at 1501, which is Megan's old company, a company that she's in court for now and suing because she wants to be free, I guess.
Yeah.
On record label, but I'm not record label, be with a different record label. But you could tell, okay, this is why he was found guilty. If you guys still don't want to believe, there's no way he's going to apologize that many times, never bring up Kelsey, then don't tell on Kelsey, because a lot of people say, oh, it's because he was not trying to snitch. I don't give a damn about that. You ain't gonna tell me that. They not in no YSL game.
If you face it sometime, you gonna tell the truth.
Especially because this is the thing people don't understand. With the law, it's not Megan's team, the Illuminati, or Rock Nation against Tory Lanez. It's the state versus Tory Lanez because he committed a crime. Megan Thee Stallion is a witness. That's all she is a witness. She does not have anything to do with charging him. That's the jury and the judge.
Mm-hmm.
So this can't be Megan's team. Megan's team is not the jurors.
Yeah, so
where are y'all coming up with this? That's what I want to know. Like, why are y'all saying this?
Back to, you gotta sit up here. You laid in that bed. You made that bed. You got lay in it. You sit up here. You knew the consequences before they happened. Like, you knew if I was to shoot somebody, what could possibly happen.
Yeah.
So you sacrificed your life for that. So.
And was cocky with it, and was trolling her.
It's like you making videos, you talking about this woman is lying, like, but all of the evidence is against you.
Exactly. Not one. If somebody else shot somebody else, and they're apologizing because they brought up the fact that he told her that they were sleeping together. You're not going to be worried about that shit after somebody got shot.
Mm-hmm. And it's sad.
Why would you tell everybody you're sorry and somebody just shot somebody?
And then it's like more of the people that's not taking her situation seriously. Like, y'all sitting up there saying this woman is lying. At the end of the day, she was the only one that got out the car that was hurt.
Yeah.
A piece of glass ain't gonna put stitches in your foot, like, and it's on the side. I understand that she would have stepped on glass, it would have been like at the bottom of your foot, maybe on the side, but not where your ankle is.
Well, it depends on how the glass hit. But at the end of the day, if I decide to lie about a situation, yeah, it makes me a liar, but it doesn't make the person
my story not true.
It doesn't make my story not true. That's what I don't understand. People are conflating the two. It's really hard to solve. Do you know if there was an argument going on? There was an argument.
It's
I mean,
supposed to.
there's always a situation more than likely that is a result of somebody getting harmed,
Yeah.
especially in domestic violence. That's not it, and I think that's the reason why people are so gun ho on proving him right, because they want to make it seem oh, there's a reason. Yes, there's a reason, but no reason gives you the ability to just shoot somebody. Like, even the argument was about him and another woman.
Mm-hmm.
Now, this is why I definitely don't believe that he's not snitching on Kelsey, because it's a no snitch culture, which to me is stupid as hell. But this is not the reason why. If he is supposedly arguing with Megan Thee Stallion, let's get this straight. Megan Thee Stallion is the one who introduced her friend Kelsey to Tory months ago in Rock Nation.
Mm-hmm.
Megan Thee Stallion started dating or started fucking, excuse me if I can say that, Tory behind her back. They were at Kylie Jenner's house, and Megan got mad because Tory was flirting with Kylie. She got mad because of that. But a smart motherfucker like me would have known, why is my friend more mad at my little situation because he was trying to get with somebody else? I already would have had a thought in my head. So I'm feeling like she already knew. So the fact that he's bringing that information out, that's not what he apologizing for. The defense is saying the reason why he's saying sorry, and that evidence we all saw was because he's sorry for telling Kelsey that he'd been sleeping with Megan, and that's what caused the argument. But to me, that doesn't make any sense. Number one, he don't even give a damn about Kelsey. If you mean to tell me I'm fucking on your best friend and I'm trying to talk to another girl, both in your presence, you don't give a fuck about Kelsey? Then he made a whole song dedicated to Megan Thee Stallion after the fact. No mention of Kelsey. And y'all saying he risked his life 20 years in prison, possibly, maybe not gonna, he probably not gonna get that long. I highly doubt it. But you still sit there and risk your freedom over a bitch that you was about to play in her face twice, and then you didn't make no song about to her about it. And he also came out on social media and said she didn't do it. So all these people who are so stuck on proving this woman wrong, shame on you, shame on you. So that's what we want to say. If we want to get this evidence out there, because it doesn't make sense that all of a sudden he's saying Kelsey did it. There's no way in hell I'm knowing that Kelsey went to the DA and said I did it, but I'm not going to tell nobody she did it. And then I'm going to ask to pay for her lawyer, give her $1 million. When she gets in court, she says she lied about her earlier testimony and that he possibly did ask to pay for her lawyers. And then y'all are so confused why the jurors saw through it. And you was like, oh, that's reasonable doubt. No, that's somebody trying to create doubt. There's a difference. Reasonable doubt is because you don't have enough evidence, not because somebody's trying to create confusion about the evidence. It's two different energies.
You can't prosecute a person with enough if you ain't got enough evidence.
Yeah, so I mean, his lawyer was trying his best, but still, there's too much evidence. She said you did it, and the fucking the neighbor said he saw you shooting her.
Yeah,
up
it's on video, like audio. It's on audio.
I mean, and then they said she was fighting for the gun. She probably picked up the gun. You never know. You can get right beside it. You can get gunpowder on you easily. If Kelsey shot Megan, Tory would have said she shot Megan at the beginning.
Yeah, period. Because I ain't taking 20+ life for somebody else.
And not the same person that's telling everybody and told the DA that I did it. I feel like if you said I did something you really did, I can say, no, you really did it. That's not snitching. So we got to be smart about the situation. If somebody is saying you did something, but they the one that really did it, that means you have the right to say, nah, they really did it. So you just not going to do that. You just going to take it to trial.
Yeah.
That's fucking stupid. You did it. To me, you did it. And then wouldn't you have your driver, wouldn't your bodyguard be there to testify that you didn't do it?
Where he at though?
Girl, that motherfucker in Hawaii.
Honolulu, ho.
That motherfucker, I'm hot a little for real.
He said, "But y'all got that? Just give me the money and I'ma leave."
He said, hell nah. He said, I ain't about to be under perjury. Okay. So I'm not gonna tell her name because she don't want anyone to know.
Now, what you
who
say?
it
She
is.
from Sweden? No,
It's
Italy.
It's SCHWEIZCH. Somewhere in Europe. I don't know,
Switzerland.
but this is my first time ever receiving a gift from one of my divines. So I am so happy.
Congratulations.
I just want to say I love you, and I love everybody who is giving us support, supported us. Make sure you follow 3 Real Talk.
Your name.
Is it 3 Real Talk? Hello?
Real 3 Talk.
Okay, Real 3 Talk. Thanks. Look, it's all fancy. Okay, she don't want me to show the card, but I got a card. I'm not gonna show my handwriting. Best greetings from Switzerland. It is Switzerland. I wish you a very happy and successful 2023 for you and your family. Be strong, be bold, be sexy. That is so sweet. I feel so special. So special. Oh, I got some chocolate from Switzerland. Don't Switzerland got the best chocolate in the world?
Yeah.
Oh, I should do I think I'm gonna do a separate video of me eating this.
Yeah.
Not Swedish, but
a review.
I'm gonna do a review. Ooh, if anybody had this chocolate before,
hold on. What is it? Lindors.
LINDT. It's not.
Let me see the writing.
Look at the handwriting. It's in Swedish. Sweden.
No, turn it around in the front. I don't read Sweden. I read English. Yeah,
that's chocolatey.
Yeah, chocolate.
Chocolate. Ooh.
Chocolate.
Let's see. Ooh, look.
Another one.
This is with milk chocolate and hazelnut and biscuits. Oh, yes. I'm going to have to definitely try this out.
It's something. I don't know. It's not what it be.
Y'all, is my eye becoming like...
She got lazy eye. Yeah.
No. Yeah, look.
Which one is that?
I don't have it. I mean, I said I don't have it. I don't have a lazy eye. Okay. Now, Rich should get my damn nerves.
It's only lazy on the weekend.
Yes, it's only lazy on the weekend.
What is that? What is it, like the salted chocolate, salted nut?
I think so. And then I have Armendez and Nougat.
Nougat.
And this is from Switzerland. I've never had anything overseas besides. No, I'm just playing.
I ain't gonna tell nobody else.
I ain't gonna tell nobody. Okay, more chocolate. Yes. Oh my gosh, me and my kids
baby,
love it.
you depressed on yours.
Milk. Oh, I love milk chocolate. That's my favorite chocolate.
And it's the best chocolate for real.
I can't even say
that company, yeah, it's the best chocolate. I'm not even bullshit with you. They got white chocolate, they got peppermint white chocolate.
I'm gonna have to have a toothbrush. Okay.
Her teeth gonna fall out.
My teeth gonna fall out. I didn't get the toothbrush
straight from the back to the front.
Versace envelopes and letters, honey. So when I'm manifestationing, I know you're like, that is not the word. When I'm manifesting, honey, this is
gonna let you have it.
Real, you gonna let me have it. This is some expensive, real type of magic right here when I'm manifesting, honey. Oh my gosh, I love you so much to this very special person that sent me this gift. Thank you so much. And
let's see, what is it? What's the cards?
The cards is just real nice.
The envelope.
Yes, Versace. So if I want to manifest or write something to somebody, honey, it's gonna be a special person. What is that?
Greetings.
I'm writing you, but 4 page
A
letter,
4-page letter,
and
and
I
I
am
close it with the key.
whoever this is gonna be a I'm gonna say this.
Right here, he better get it on time. That mailman better put them in that box on time.
This is gonna be to a special person. Like when I get married on our wedding day, it's gonna be something very nice,
Greetings.
cursive. Yes, like this is gonna
I
be.
better get that one then. I swear on my mama.
This is gonna be for my husband. What are you talking
Um,
about? Why on my wedding day I would give it to you?
I thought it was invite.
But I got another one. I might. Let's see how you act.
Nah.
Well, I do got two. So shout out to one of my divines. That is so sweet, y'all. If y'all want to give gifts to me, please do. Hit me up. Hit me up in the messages, and I will give you. I don't know. Should I give my address? No. I get a picture of it.
You can send her P.O. box.
I need to get me a PO box. Let me get me a PO box. But also, if you have products or you have anything that you want to advertise,
Review, yeah, stuff in that
or
nature.
review, definitely let me know. And I would see the thing is though, I'm not gonna lie. So if your stuff is not so far, you don't probably want me to do the review.
PG-13.
Yeah. Make sure your products and stuff is top tier, because I'm gonna be like, dang, this wig made my head break out.
It put bumps on my forehead.
On my forehead.
I got what is it, acne now?
Oh my gosh, that's funny. But yeah, so another topic we're gonna get into is, do you feel obligated to give money to people that are in jail?
No. I didn't do the time. I ain't do the crime with you. I'm not gonna do the time with you. I ain't got to do the funds with you either. That's optional, but you ain't but to tell me, oh, I need this. No, it's optionable. It's not a requirement. You got yourself in that pickle.
That's a very special message. I feel like that's very direct.
If your mama ain't tell you, I'ma tell you. Don't call me. You're gonna be highly disappointed, my guy.
I feel like it depends on the relation of you and that person.
No. I said yeah, but no. Maybe.
Really?
So, maybe. Honestly.
Like, what if it was your husband in jail?
But my thing is, I gotta save up to the time, like when you get out of jail. Like I still gotta, when you go to jail, let's say my husband, boyfriend, fiance, whoever, if you go to jail, I gotta sit up here and make sure, it's food. Food went up, in case y'all ain't tapped in yet. Food.
Did y'all see the price of
God.
Don't even. See, you got me sick.
It's allergic. It's allergic reaction.
Sick of it. Have y'all seen the price of eggs?
Milk.
Where y'all from? The 12 dozen of eggs where I'm from is $4.69.
And it used to be $1.
That's what I told my mama. She was like almost $3. I said it was not $3. It used to be like $1 and change.
$1 and something.
How did it go up to fucking $4?
Milk is $5. Milk used to be like fucking $3 to maybe $3, like a little over $3. It's $5. Beef steaks are like $20-something. You can get like a reasonable steak under $20 now. No, it's $30. Who in their right mind? Joe Biden. If you watching this, let me tell you personally. That's messed up.
Joe Biden has anything.
I'm gonna speak it into existence. So one day, if this video go one day, this is 2023. Food is too high. Like, we gotta have farms in the city. We can't have cows and stuff.
Start having farms and shit.
We gotta go to a country for that. We gotta be in a country, like Greenback, all that. Like, they can have cows. We can't have no cows in the city.
If you have land, Girl, tell me why I was about to put in the chat is Tory Biden guilty? Biden, get up my face.
No, Biden and Tory is guilty.
Is Tory guilty? We need people to come up and tell us
Yes,
what y'all
like
believe.
tell us if y'all got some information. Tell us. We
Ain't
learned
nobody
it
gonna come up. Boo.
too. Tomatoes,
Tory guilty. Tomatoes. Tory guilty.
He is. I ain't know
I'm
why.
one of those people that be on the Shade Room, that be on Joe Budden podcast. I need for y'all to come up and to explain to me how is it the Illuminati or Jay-Z is the reason why Tory Lanez shot Megan. Please let me know. Is Tory guilty?
Like he said, like you said, like we said, it was a lot of liquor involved.
A lot.
So, I mean, it makes you, act out irrationally. Like it makes you not be yourself. Like you yourself, because you your true self,
You're your
but you're
true
not the
self.
person that you're trying to identify as.
But not only that, you don't have that conscious.
Yeah,
So
don't have
when you're
control
drinking,
of your conscience.
yeah, when you're drinking, you're flowing with the energy. That's why it's called spirits. Did you know that? Spirits.
Yeah, it's
They call
it's
it spirits
it's
and
different
wine.
spirits that possesses you. When
I don't
you
feel like it's a
drunk.
different spirit
It
because
has to be
basically it's a chemical reaction to your
balance.
body. So it's your how I believe when people say like devil, God, and stuff. I believe in different consciousness and awareness. So depending on your conscious level is what spirit you're going to have, and it's still your spirit. So he was acting in his lower spirit because he was drunk and he didn't have his conscience there to be like, nigga, nah, you don't need to be shooting that gun.
He
That's
was in
what
low vibrations. You were under the influence. You don't think
when they say that under the influence.
You don't think with your right mind. You're thinking off of that moment, off of that present time and moment. Like it could be just like one simple word that triggers it that makes you just go overboard, and then like the next day it's just like you realize maybe I did too much. And I feel like that was in his situation. Like he was drunk at the time that it happened. Maybe they had a disagreement.
Yeah.
And it caused it to go up in a roar that made him react and shooting her. But was it right? No.
No.
I know the next day when he was sober, like when he was thinking in his right mind, he knew, like, I messed up.
Yeah. And that's why he sent all those text messages.
Yeah. Like he knew he messed up.
And this is just a sad way to understand what time in life that we're living.
Yeah.
And why taking accountability is
It's
so
very
vital.
important.
Because if he was to hold himself accountable for his outbursts a long time ago,
maybe
especially when he punched, what was his name? Prince from Loving Hip Hop Miami.
What is it? I guess Asino.
That was after, yeah. Maybe if he had accountability for how his short outbursts and how him getting angry and violent, and he took accountability at the forefront, maybe he wouldn't be in this situation. Yeah. And that's the reason why I feel like it's necessary to get the truth out, because a lot of people don't know the evidence. And just like we show, if y'all just now coming in here, take a few minutes to go back, watch the video. We played all the evidence, and we are basically telling y'all why the hell Tory Lanez has been found guilty. Now, as of right now, he is trying to get his sentence appealed. He said he wants a new trial. So we're still going to go into that to see what that happens. I mean, the evidence won't change. You know, I still think he had too many people around him.
Influencers.
Yes, that if he didn't do it, they would say no.
Yeah, so, let's start with the parents. Let's start with the parents. Like his dad to sit up there and make a whole scene after the court situation is like it's crazy to me. That's the time when you could have been in a car with your son, or even before the court, because I really don't know if he went to jail after the verdict.
Right after the verdict. Yeah.
Okay, so it's really, you could have talked to him even before then. Yeah. Like, I feel like with parents, they just let their kids go and don't want to have nothing to do with them until the times get hard. Then they want to be like, oh, my child will never know. You're going to have to take accountability and understand that I have raised a child that could potentially do this type of stuff.
And he knows. Because
Yes.
the first thing I would have asked my child, I mean, come on now. We both saw the evidence.
It's
You mean
right
to tell
there.
me the reason why you're apologizing to Kelsey and to
Yes.
Megan is because you told them or you told Kelsey that Megan was fucking you? Why you apologize? Why would you apologize
Why are
to
you trying
Megan?
to send? Why are you trying to send $2 million?
Yeah.
You trying to send $1 million to Megan? You trying to send $1 million to her friend? And why would you sit up there? Why would her friend like a message, send a message talking about help? Megan is shot 911.
Exactly. Not only that, what friend would shoot a friend and go to the hospital?
And you calling her, asking her like, y'all, we're
Asking her where Megan at. If Kelsey the one that then let's make this
make it make sense.
Let's make sense. If Kelsey the one that shot her, why would Tori call Kelsey from jail asking about Megan? And she's the
What will be the purpose? You trying to fight your case. You don't care. Like, you're lying on me, so I'm not about to care if you in a hospital or morgue. I'm not about to care about none of that. You lied on me, and I'm having a fight for my life.
I mean, but she lied after the fact because you remember Megan wasn't going to say anything until got out there that she was sleeping with Tori behind her man's back. But I like how everybody is saying, oh, Meg. But you got to think too, Tori didn't have no integrity. He didn't care about the women he was hurting when he was sitting there fucking the friend and the superstar. And then he was trying to talk to Kylie Jenner. Do you really think he cared about anybody's feelings, or you cared that he shot somebody and he wanted to cover his tracks?
And not only that, you talking about Meg, like, supposedly having like a situation with Tory Lanez, but did she not open up and say she had a situation with the baby?
No, I don't think she said nothing about that.
No, yes. Yes, the baby had made a song.
The baby made a song, but she didn't say nothing.
No. Check this out. The baby made a song talking about he fucked her. Megan Thee Stallion had a concert. It was like, no, what she say? A person can't say nothing. A person can't tell me what to do with my body. A person can't tell me basically who to have sex with. Like, it's my body. Like, if I want to give my hoo-hoo out to whoever, I can. That's my prerogative.
Okay, so let's jump into that. What do you think about that? Do
about
you think a woman should have the right or should not be judged for being a whore or being a hoe? You don't feel like
honestly, if that's the case, then we're gonna have to judge both of us.
That's what I'm saying.
If it's okay for a male to sit up here and have different relationships and have like being in and out with different women, how you don't feel like a woman should have that same, that same privilege? And that's the thing. Like, they be trying to separate men and women. No, we're all equal, right?
Yes.
We're all the same, right? We all bleed the same. We're all human. So what makes us different? So why we can't do what y'all do? Y'all, it's not called being a hoe for y'all. It's not called being a hoe for us. If y'all called a player, we are players too. If you a dog, I'm a dog too.
Ruth. So let's get into that because, okay, I've asked a man before. I think I've asked a couple men. Why is it that it is such an honorable thing to be a man with different women, but it's such a disgusting or looked down on thing when women do it, right? And you know what one told me is he said, because you know how it's like jamming something.
And bless you. Bless you. Bless you.
Sorry, you guys. I don't know why when I get on here, I got to sneeze like crazy. Oh my gosh. But you know, when like basically he said us, we can get loose. So if we have too many keys in our locks that we can get loose. And I told him, I said, you know, it's a muscle. You can literally like
it can tighten back. Let's set point. It tightens back up.
Okay.
Naturally.
Another thing. Another man told me, because even though you choose who you want to F, we choose who we want to marry. So I'm like, okay, and no man wants to be with a woman who has her homeboys have F. And I basically told him, no woman wants to be with a man
that my girl
had. That's the same thing. But what I find interesting now, I would say this. I don't believe that it is positive, or in my opinion, right to say that you're a hoe, or I'm not going to Amber Rose the situation and be like, women, we should be fucking, this man and that man and this man.
But I feel like
I do believe that you are in control of your own damn body. You do what you want to do.
100%. A woman is just like a man is.
And I feel the same thing. Now, what I have a problem with in this culture in America is that we're so religious when it comes to the ideas, but when it comes to culture, we don't follow our religion completely. We don't follow our religion at all.
No.
I think a study that
we are a religion is like out of the whole question, because we're not religion, because we're not following the guidelines.
You're not Christian if you're not following Christ.
So we're just believers.
But how y'all truly believers if you believe that
we believe of a higher power? We believe that it's a higher power, like it's somebody above us. I believe like when we die, maybe some people just think that that's it. But like me, I feel like maybe it's like I don't know, we elevate to like a spiritual world, like more like a energy, like we become energy. And some people feel like we come back as a baby, like reincarnation type stuff.
And I honestly, there's so many ways I can talk about that forever. But what I have to say when it comes to, we don't follow our religion, but we hold other people accountable. The same people, listen to this, the same men that I know that have a problem with women being hoes and men being players are the same men who have a problem with homosexuals, and it's not godly like. And this is what I have to say. If you're using the Bible to condemn people for things that's not fitting you, what about you? Because when it comes to marriage, you're not supposed to have sex with anybody. Y'all both supposed to be balanced. Y'all both supposed to be zero virgins fucking. God never said a man can sit there, or the Bible says that a man can sit there because men wrote the Bible. It wasn't written by God.
It was rewritten.
I'm gonna tell you my opinion on God and how I see it. But basically what I'm trying to say, it's a contradiction in reality. And that's why things are not balanced. Because if you can use Christianity to deem homosexual, then what about using it to deem your sexuality? Because being a player is not in the Bible. Now I know having multiple wives, but that's having wives, even though I don't agree with that. I just think the religion basically is representing what they believe as a culture back then. That's what I think. But I just see that it's unbalanced, because if that's the case, if you're using religion to deem what's that word? To demonize, that's the word, another group of people for their sexuality, but you're promiscuous, and the Bible says you're supposed to both be virgins.
Yeah,
that's hypocritical. That's hypocritical. But also another thing, how I believe in God. I have few questions that make me question the Western ideology of religion and God. The number one question, one of my questions is, where do animals go when they die?
Animal heaven.
Bye.
They be crazy.
Bye. I'm gonna shoot y'all. I'm a Tory Lane. Let me Tory Lane's hair.
Lie, gotta tell him what the truth is. Hot dinner scat, bitch, I'm back. Where
Why is it animal heaven? Me, it's like, okay, there's dinosaurs. There were all kinds of animals, and
Who
they're
made the
in a heaven.
dinosaur? Who made the dinosaur? What was that big to give birth to something that big?
I mean, what are you going by? Because if
What
you go
where
by
did it come
Western
from?
ideology, what you mean?
Just
Where
like
they,
where the humans come from? Where the fuck did we come from? I just was born and I don't remember. I don't even remember when I was born, y'all. So I was a child in this world. I'm like, where did I come from?
you
And
know
then
what
you
I
got
like to
like
see?
all the way in BC, like back then in Egypt, and when they was making pyramids. How like so we was making pyramids in the other life.
I don't know. I
That's
feel
too
like
many. Like he's still making people.
I see it. How I see it, I just feel like as
It's
humans,
yeah.
we don't know everything that goes on Earth to ever really know the mind of the God.
And this is like for credit. I'm not atheist. I just
I don't mean either. I'm not atheist either. I just use critical thinking.
yeah, and
And
I don't judge atheists. Like you believe in what you believe in. Period. Can't nobody tell you if it ain't.
me, I don't. So do you? But let me ask you a question before I go into this. So if you believe that someone don't believe in Jesus, that they're going to hell,
I did.
you did. Let
I
me. That's a good. Let me. That's a good question.
I felt
Put
like
this
if
on
you
there.
didn't believe in Jesus, our Lord and Savior, that's what they used to say in church. Like, is that your Lord? Yes. Who else is? But yeah, I used to think like, you know, they going to hell, but they're humans, and I feel like when they said that God made everybody, you know, different, that was a part of the different. Like, it's gonna be people that you know don't believe. It's gonna be people that believe, and it's gonna be people that you know straddle the fence. But I don't
So
know.
what is?
They're human, so for me to judge them, it's like, who am I?
And not only that. Hey, Ali Monique. Hey, girl. If you guys want to come up, or you please put your information in the chat.
Yes,
Or please
we
put
need
something
y'all
y'all want
comment
to
and
come up.
everything.
But we definitely would love to get insight on this because
Yes,
I feel like a lot of people are too scared to talk about this. And I'm gonna get into.
we really have to talk about like back in the day. Y'all know y'all mama be like, y'all ain't nothing but the damn devil. No, it ain't.
Who said it?
I know my mama said it for a fact. Like I was
not the
actually
damn devil.
the damn devil. It's like no, logically, I want to know like who has the answer. Do we gotta die to get the answer?
This is how I believe it. Okay,
Do
I feel like I
you,
formulate.
do you feel like it's hell on earth? Like like hell is earth.
I feel like heaven or hell is earth, and this is why I believe it. Because, like my first question, where do animals go? Animals are created, and yes, people say, okay, God made everybody, but God didn't make everybody. Supposedly, God made two people supposedly, and they made everybody. But if you ever, even with that information, if you ever did anything in any research about interbreed, we that would make sense because we'll all be interbreded. So, but not even that. Let's go deeper because I can get all into.
We getting deep. Get deep.
Get deep.
Get deep.
How I believe it is, we don't know if animals. Okay, animals created by having sex by two different
Just like
parents coming together making something. That's the action. That's the same action with us. They have life. We have life. They have free will. We have free will. They have some instincts that's embedded in them. We have instincts that's embedded in them. Where did they go? I don't, in my opinion, I feel like the only thing we can really get out of this whole God concept is only human perception.
Yeah.
And I know a lot of people are like, that doesn't matter because we're human, but we're not the only species in this world.
No.
So therefore, we can't account to heaven over everything. We can't account to heaven over everything. So therefore, we can only understand God through a human lens. But if we take out the percentage of human based upon everything else in the universe, we can't, there's no way we can say we know God. The only way we can know God, or AKA the creation, is by our own thoughts, your own concept.
When you die.
Concept. That's the only way. That's the only, we have to think that. Because if you, just like Renee Descartes, I think therefore I am. If nobody was to ever say anything about heaven or hell or anything, would it exist?
Let's get into these comments because they got.
What is this? Okay, so you say yes, can be heaven or hell. Exactly. Adam and Eve made two boys. Where did the other people come from? But wouldn't they all be interbred anyways?
Yeah, if Adam and Eve, like, where the rest of the people?
But you know one thing,
Adam and Eve sound like a guy name. She said it was two guys.
No, Adam and Eve had Cain and Abel.
Cain and Abel.
Remember? Cain and Abel. But you remember the whole Genesis story, right? Which is Moses is basically coming from the Jewish language, religion, because the Old Testament is the Torah, which is a Jewish book. People don't even know that. Like, they basically took information from something else. Like, it was in Hebrew first. The letter J didn't even exist then. So basically, how I see God, I just see it as a form of thought. Now, depending on your thoughts in your everyday life, this is where the heaven and hell, in my opinion, concept come from. The heaven is going to be certain ideas that would get you to heaven on earth, get you your results, get you your consequences.
Your peace on earth type stuff.
It's certain energy, certain thoughts, that devilish thoughts can get you in hell places. Certain decisions and ways you think can get you in hell. I believe it's still coming from the mind. The mind is all, because your mind have to tell you to believe in something to even believe in it. So we have to start there, and that's okay, because we have to understand too that religion was brought to us by the Christianity. Religion was brought to Black people during slavery.
Yeah, to keep them in line. So
not even just to keep them in line, that was their religion. That was the slave master's religion.
It was one of them that rewritten the Bible, because the Bible is not written in English, for one.
It was written in Hebrew. It's
yes.
It's
so it had to have a secondary.
It's the King James version.
But it's
James translated.
Yeah. So it's like, how do we know for real what it actually say? Because we don't read Hebrew. We didn't see it ourselves. Right. We didn't read it ourselves. But I feel like they rewritten it, because back in the days, like, me personally, I felt like that's how they kept slaves and stuff in that nature in line. Let me introduce y'all into Christianity, which is from, I don't know, it get deep though. It's too deep. Even I don't know, Christianity came about. But it's just like questions that I feel like should be out there. As a human being, I feel like we should know all of these things. Like, we should know. Not only that, I feel like it shouldn't take as long to get the Bible written verbatimly.
Because that don't matter.
This is
how I feel.
It don't, but I feel like it will tell us more than what we have known. Like, it'll tell us, like, about the creation and all of that, instead of like,
it's all going to come from a single person point of view. There's so many different stories in different cultures that predates the Bible that tell you the creation story. that predates the Bible, that's been there way, 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 way before. African spirituality, because Africans were the first people in the world. Nobody's trying to go back and find me. If I want to find the closest thing to the truth, I will go back to the original people, which has been scientifically proven to be in Africa. So
but
what
what
we
if
be
the
studying
African people
African
don't even accept our kind? Like, you know, Africans, like some, I'm not gonna say all, some Africans do not accept American black people as
they
them.
feel like we're two different people.
Yeah,
But
they
let's
don't
go ahead
consider
and stay
us
on.
as them.
Yes, let's stay on topic though. We can get back on that. But what I mean about
So that what I was saying with that, we can't ask them. Like, they don't know. Like, we.
but it doesn't matter. You don't have to ask them. There's this called the internet at this point.
I
But see,
mean,
the thing
but
is,
even the internet don't tell us where we came from.
nobody knows. That doesn't matter. This is how I believe it. Okay, please come up. I believe that the power is. I believe that the Bible has a great message, great stories, and great metaphors that you can use in your life, and it's one of the most powerfulest books for that reason. But you got to be able to use critical thinking when you're dealing with it. What's the first thing they give credit to of the Bible? God, right? And what is He? Creation, right? So it's actually creation. Now, who can create? We can create as well. This is where it gets tricky.
Create life.
But the thing is, if I'm the creator and I created everything, I've also created the devil. You can't say you created everything and
He
not something.
was an angel. So with him once being an angel, it's like, yeah, I created you in my image. Type stuff. Yeah, she about to make me turn up on this live because she done left me by myself and shit. Comment if you want me to turn up because I'm about to turn up. Because I don't know how we got here. I don't know. It's stressing me out sometimes because I'm like, where am I going after life? Like, I don't want to just go to sleep forever.
But we don't know everything, and that's okay. And I think this is the thing that starts off too. So what I was talking about creation. So this is where the principles in the mind come from, because how I see it. When we talk about creation and we talking about the creator that created everything, everything that he created comes from him.
Yeah.
It.
Yeah.
So that means the devil too. So that means that's in the creation story, because it is that as well. So if I'm the creator and I'm creating something, I'm creating out of me. Therefore, it's the essence. And you know what's the closest thing to that is the elements, the periodic table. Even more special, the DNA, because it tells you what to do. So let's just put that off to the side and I'll come back to that, because it can really get, you can use your outer knowledge to understand your inner world. And that's what we're speaking about, is our inner world. We have creation possibilities in our inner world because we are all speaking of a creation. But you got to understand, what story are you listening to? Because you can have the power to listen to your own story. A lot of people don't want to do that. They don't trust themselves. That's where religion comes in. You don't really need religion to tell you what's wrong or what's right. You know. Now this is where I find the Bible, other books are good for guidance. They are good for guidance. However, you can only understand you by learning about you. We want to know where we come from, the first people, but we don't know where our ancestors even come from. You get what I'm saying?
Know who we are.
We need to start there, but not even that. It don't matter, because we also have the power to create. Another thing is, you got to think about what the story of the Garden of Eden is telling you. It's basically telling you that in that Garden of Paradise, who was also there? The devil. Why would the devil be in the Garden of Eden?
To eat apples.
But the apple didn't represent anything but what? Information.
A snake.
But you got to think about it differently, because it wasn't just a snake. The snake had legs and arms. Remember
and
that?
It got crucified. They took it off. They said, "No, you a snake now."
Let's just really ponder on the idea of, if the Garden of Eden was like heaven on earth, why would the devil be in the Garden of Eden? Not just because of snake and an apple. It gets deeper than that. But why would the devil be in the garden?
Okay,
Why wouldn't he be in hell?
Okay, if it's heaven on earth, do you not think God will be on earth with the people?
God did come down and with Adam and Eve a few times, and then
but he told them not to listen to.
That's a person.
To eat
This is
the
another
apple.
thing.
So is that not the devil on earth? Is that not hell on earth? Like if you eat the apple, that's the apple of hell, and you eat
The
the
apple is not
hell.
hell. The apple was of good and evil knowledge. It was all knowledge. And that's when they ate it, they was able to see they naked. But who was they referring to? Because everything else was naked. It was animals. They were the only human. So how would they know they naked? To see, this is what I'm saying. It's more about metaphors. So basically, on heaven, even in paradise, there's hell. You have the God energy that you can listen to, which is God, and you have the devil energy you can listen to. You're still in Eden. Where are you going to listen to? Now, this is where they get tricky. The apple represents knowledge, good and bad. Who didn't want you to know knowledge, good and bad? God. He wanted you to be in bliss. Because when you're in bliss, ignorancy is blissful, right?
So he wanted us to be oblivious to the fact.
He got mad at the devil for not just giving us so they don't want to tell you that. He didn't just give us evil knowledge. It gave you good and evil. But you got to think about it too. That's like somebody telling your kid, hey, you want to learn about sex? And I could tell you how to be rich and successful. Is it their time to know about that though? It's what too much information can destroy your world too.
Yes, I really understand it. Like it's a time and place to know something. Like as far as kids and certain stuff, that I feel like is not in a league, and I feel like no, I'm not. I don't want my kids to be taught that. Like to a certain extent, but that's where we come in as parents, like to make sure.
So like, God was an absentee parent. God
was an absent parent. He was a parent. He was like Lord.
Because my thing is this: if the devil was able to turn 2/3 of angels against you, and you kicked them out to heaven, you kicked them to where earth, because how is he in the Garden of Eden? And then if you couldn't even trust him with angels, why did you allow him around us? You should have kicked him on the other side of the earth. That's why it's like I don't feel like Western
God wanted us to believe in him more. That's why. He like, let me put your loyalty on the test.
But how when we didn't have no information, girl? How when we was blind?
If you eat the apple, if you're hungry, he told you not to eat at the Garden of Eden.
Think about it. You telling me not to eat something,
and I'm hungry.
Have this same energy that convinced angels. Where are the other angels?
Temptation. I feel like that's where temptation.
I feel like it's another word. I don't feel like it was actually the devil. It was actually God. I feel like it's all metaphors for a man's mind. That's how I feel, because this is all coming from a man's mind. Everybody who wrote the Bible thought about it and wrote it. It's coming from a man's mind. That's why the all is the mind, because depending on how you think is how you're going to act. So even just for today's culture, let's bring it back to taking accountability and how it's different with men and women. Just like now, cultural and the way we live dictates how we act more than religion, because we know that you're both supposed to be virgins when you get married, right? However, it's our culture believes you can have 10 bitches and cheat on them, but a bitch better be a virgin over here.
And you can have
both of y'all supposed to be balanced. So that's what I'm saying. It's so unbalanced because you have temptation, which is that devil with that tree giving you information or giving you more information than you need.
Feeding you information.
And then you have God, who is just go with the flow, be happy, do the right thing.
Enjoy life, do what you need to do. Just be positive.
Exactly. And then not only that, because I don't think life is just about positivity as well. Because in order to grow, you need sun and you need rain. With 85% water beings, okay? When we feel emotions, we use rain. We use water, which is tears. So therefore, water, growth, sun, growing sometimes hurt. So I feel like
Our
Huh?
tears grow our growth in life.
Yes, because when it hurts enough, sometimes you would change. Hmm
That's
But
amazing. I
tears
wish
can change people for the better or for the worse.
for the
But
worst.
but it changes. So that's the thing. When you plant flowers, you use water too, and they
To
actually
grow.
grow. But you know where everything do come from, and this is how I believe it: the darkness. And the reason why is because before God even said anything, what did He created first? Light. For there
Mm-hmm.
to have, for you to say light, there had to be darkness.
Mm-hmm.
So darkness come first. When we are born, where are we born in? Dark water. When seeds
We're
are
born
buried,
in the dark.
we're born in the dark. When seeds are growing from the ground, it's in the dark.
Mm-hmm. In the
They
shadow.
say evolution. We come from the ocean. The bottom of the ocean is dark.
Mm-hmm. It is
98%. If you look out into space, 98% of
dark.
all matter is dark matter. It's all dark. But do you know what black consists of? All the colors. Now let's keep getting into this because a lot of people don't want to understand this. What I believe is it's the awareness. It's your awareness which makes you God or devil, whatever. Everything else that we're talking about has to come from a mind.
Yeah, a mindset. Your third eye.
Mindset, a concept. Do you know when you look up epiphany, it's basically saying something from the higher realms, but an epiphany is just a thought. A
Yeah.
thought is not in our world because we live in the what? The 3D, the three-dimensional world. But thoughts and music is from a higher dimension.
But have you ever had a thought that came true? Like
Yes.
like deja vu type stuff. Like you
Yes.
out of something and it's like you living in the presence of that something in that time and moment. Like it's crazy for real. So
Because we all emit energy. And
yeah,
when depending on your body is how much you can emit. And energy also to capture that is frequencies. So the higher some energy is, the faster the frequency is. And you can tune into shit. Like it really gets really deep. But I also feel as if most of this reality is the unknown. So, with that being said, we don't have to know. That's where the bliss is coming from. It's a balance between living and knowing. Okay, and knowing or understanding or trying to learn can get in your way from just being happy.
yeah.
Who said we have to have? And when you really think about it, who says we have to have money, jobs, career to be happy? The
And
only
back,
reason why we feel like we do is because we have to have it to survive. So it's
it's
for
the
more of
poorest
a
people
complete.
happy. It's the
Huh?
poorest people in the world that's happy right now. Money
Are
is the
you?
root of all evil. Let me tell you, the money will have you ready to bury your loved one today and take
I
his.
don't think money is the root. I think the love is
For
the
real?
love for money. It's they say the love for money is the root of
Yes,
all evil. It's the
but
love, not money itself.
you gotta have love for money to
Yeah,
do money. So
yeah.
with that being said, like if you have love for like money is the root of
You're
all
not
evil.
supposed to love money. You're supposed to love each other. That's the difference.
Yes, but in society, people
Mhm.
think money is priority over family. Like,
Mhm.
let me get this bag before I spend
I
time
mean, we always have,
with my family. Type
yeah,
stuff. They
we
are
always have this culture, like 50 Cent said, get rich or die trying. Like that's your money don't do nothing for you. Money is a way for you to get certain things. So just like you could see with the words in English, if you don't have money, you're what? Broke.
broke.
Why are you broke? Like you're basically calling me broken because I don't have money. So we set ourselves up on believing this money theory that makes us, but it's all because we are ran by a capitalistic
Yeah.
society, a society off of profit,
Materialistic.
very materialistic, keeping up with the Jones type of energy. But
Yeah,
it's really when this world really is our insides, it's our
I'll be good
integrity.
time, material family, like off of good times and be fucking happy.
Yeah. But see, that's the thing. Different cultures breed different realities, and
Yeah.
different realities is by different languages. So that's why I never can look at someone and just say, you just because you don't believe in this, you're going to hell. But another idea I don't understand with that is how can we go to hell if Jesus died for our sins?
He died for our sins just so we don't go.
I asked somebody that, I asked a Christian that, I said, if Jesus died for our sins, how would we go to hell? That was the whole purpose of he dying, right? Like,
We don't go to hell because he died for our sins. He knew what we was going to do
but
before we do it. He knew we was going to have these questions and no answers.
This is so I believe in a higher creation, which in my opinion, it doesn't matter to me. It doesn't matter if you believe, if you don't believe. It depends on how you look at the world, how you treat me. I don't care if you're atheist, if you're a Christian. I don't care.
No,
how do you treat
we're all humans. We
there
believe.
are Christians that will kill you just as quick. I ain't never seen a gangster ass atheist. I just never see they be wearing Jesus pieces most of the time. But you got to think about, how is an all living guy killed? I don't think, this is me, his name was not even Jesus back then, because the letter J is not in the Hebrew language. That's why you got to study etymology. It's the breakdown of language and words. So this is a whole thing that Western society made up. They interpret it totally different. That's why really people talk about, you have to do this and this. They really don't understand the details, and they never really took any other religion and studied it, let alone the Bible. But what I will tell you is Yahshua was a man, and I think he basically was telling people the truth about human conditions and wanting to be better. I mean, we have that in a lot of people. I don't necessarily believe it was God and God died. That's just me. I don't believe God can die. You mean to tell me Moses had a stick? Moses was doing all this. Moses part the Red Sea. So you mean to tell me a man, a regular man, had more power than God on earth?
So how? Okay, if that's the case, you don't believe that?
I believe it was a person.
How the fuck do you believe in dinosaurs?
I don't, because of the fossils. What are you talking about?
I feel like they can make fossils.
Why would people fake dinosaurs?
Like they fake our religion?
Okay, but there has to be a reason. Religion was
to sit up. I feel like, okay, they said the dinosaurs died from a meteor that hit Earth, right?
Billions of years ago. Billions of years ago. Humans. Yes.
But if I'm wrong, I'm wrong. But I swear they said that the next go round we were supposed to die from a flood.
The Bible says that Noah. See, this is some interbreeding shit too. Noah and his family is supposed to be the only one that survived the flood, and I was just like, that's some interbreeding. Yeah,
so he had all the animals, but a dinosaur. So
was that predate dinosaurs? He didn't put the dinosaurs on there.
I don't.
Basically, what scientists are saying, I don't know, is that in the Jurassic era, which are eons, they categorize that by eons, was eons before humans involved.
Yeah.
So the Noah story is way after.
But was not the dinosaurs around when they was building pyramids? So that was after.
Yes, pyramids was after the dinosaurs.
So you telling me
after.
So who?
No, you didn't say the girl, the dinosaurs were like billions of years ago, girl.
I just don't see nothing making something that goddamn big.
But you got to think about the environment, because if you go back, even now they have mammoths and bigger. The more oxygen it is in the system, the bigger the things are. So you just got to do a lot of I look at documentaries.
It's like, what is the right? Like, we don't even have the right.
The only thing we have is what people dig up. We don't have. I mean, I see a special where this guy digged up dinosaur bone in his backyard. He's not with the government. I mean, yeah, dinosaur
I
bones are not.
don't know. It's just weird to me. Like it is weird to me.
I
But
mean, it's
there's
weird
humans
because
and
they
humans.
don't talk about it in the Bible. So when you're reading the Bible and you're looking at the
But
history,
God made everything.
God
God
is not a
made
person.
the lights. God made light on earth. It was light when the dinosaurs was here.
Yeah.
So how did
Because
God
it was
not put that in
billions
the
of
Bible?
years. Listen, dinosaurs was here. Then millions of years later, you know that the earth is 4.5 billion
Yeah,
years old.
billion years old.
So millions of years after the dinosaurs has been distinct, that's when humans were made. That's what they say. They were not at the same time, Darisha. They were totally two different periods of
Like I
time.
said, had to be lights and day. It had to be earth. It had to be grass. It had to be other
Yeah.
animals for these
Yes.
big ass animals to eat. So it's just like if God made earth, if he made light, if he made lands, how the fuck is bad motherfuckers come about? Like,
God made them.
but it don't say it in the Bible. He didn't say,
Exactly.
oh, we
That's what I'm
should
saying. The Bible is that's what I'm saying. The people are confused because it didn't say it in the Bible. That's what I'm saying. These people didn't know. These are not God. God did not write the
when
Bible.
I'm thinking
People
about
did.
like God, like you don't hear about dogs and cats and
Because
stuff.
people wrote the Bible. God didn't. God is not a person. That's the thing. When people look at the Bible, you can't look at it. This is what religions do, and I'm sorry. To me, they get too deep. The Bible is by man. It's man's story of what they think happened. That's it.
Yeah.
It is not literally what happened. The earth has been here for 4.5 billion years ago. So if the Bible's not going back to the crust of the land and how the stars,
Now the
because you gotta
crust
think about
and
it
the
too. It just starts with
light.
Earth. It just starts with Earth.
Yeah,
Where
light.
did the moon? Where did the planets come from? They
It's
don't talk
supposed
about none
to
of
come
that.
from God.
Huh?
It's supposed to come from God. And
Okay.
that's the way I believe. Like
It doesn't say that in the Bible.
God made everything.
But that means God made the dinosaurs. God didn't say anything about making other universes.
No.
But they're there. God didn't say of making other planets. God didn't mention no planets.
No.
Because it's a human and it's not, the Bible is not by God. It's
But a human can't make another planet.
Exactly. That's why I believe most of this stuff is coming from the unknown. That's why I never believe. I never believe that humans going to know, because we don't know about space. We don't know everything about the ocean. So how are we going to know everything about God? That's impossible.
Yeah.
If we don't know everything in the ocean, how do we know everything about God from a book that came 2,000 years ago? And we know that the earth was long before the Bible that came around. How would we know? We're just listening to other people and they explanations of what they've been heard. They've been told.
Yeah.
That's all we know. We
And
just
that's how
listen
we
to
have
what somebody else said about what somebody else said. It has no bearings on anything. It's your culture at the time.
So
I mean, that's how I believe. So I mean, I believe
y'all better not be out here killing nobody, because everybody got a chance to live. We want to see our black men's grow old. Period. Period. Can they grow old? Yeah, I want to see him look like a granddaddy.
So do you believe in reincarnation?
Yeah.
You believe that we come back?
Yeah.
Who believes in reincarnation?
I feel like we can come back as spirits. I feel like we can come back as being reborn again, because I was told growing up, like when we die, like first of all, we are wiped from our sins, and we
die.
Yeah, we are made over again. We are remade over again. So supposedly the life that we know now, when we die, we would not know that because we was made over again. So when they say over again, how do I not know that's being reborn? You know, like
So then when will you get to heaven or hell?
I feel like it's either, I don't know. I really feel like it was hell on earth at first. I really feel like it was hell on earth. But now I feel like it could be a heaven or hell on earth. Like it's all earth. Because like spirits when they die, they stay here. Like some spirits stay here.
So you believe in like ghosts and stuff like that?
Yeah, I do. Natural spirits, all that. I believe in that shit for real. Stuff.
Too,
I don't know if we can say shit.
Stuff. I don't get into.
But I feel like you would have to. Just because these are people that was once here before. So how do we not know we don't come back in life after we die? Like we all have to die.
But me, the only thing I never heard of like a dinosaur ghost or
no, like
a cat ghost.
No, like I really have
a human being a ghost and an animal being a ghost.
No,
like, why can an animal be a ghost?
I literally, so I take care of people. You know that. So I had this one guy. He said he OD'd. He was on drugs before he got into the situation he was in. He was like he died, and when he was like in, I say the other dimension, he was like in like it was like wooded areas, and he was like it was a fox. No, yeah, it was a wolf, not a fox, a wolf that came to him and told him to follow him. And do you like it be wolves in sheep clothing? Have you ever heard of that? Like wolves in sheep
clothing. If it's a wolf in a sheep clothing and a wolf came to him, I mean, if it's a wolf in a sheep clothing, but the wolf came to him, not the sheep, right?
Yeah, in the afterlife, it was the wolf.
Right. Mm-hmm.
As far as me, like actually knowing, I don't know. But
have you ever heard of?
I haven't had a close experience to death, so I wouldn't know.
But it's all in people's mind because if you
it's a mind thing.
It's a mind thing. There's a group of it's called. You can look these up. I used to watch them all the time. It's called NDEs. Search it. It's near death experiences, and it's people who die and tell you the stories. All of them different.
Yeah, like
now, they have some different. They have some similar characteristics. I do see somebody taking them, guiding them somewhere. I do see that in a lot. Yeah. I also see somebody talk about this great, bright energy. So how do we know that?
Which is the light at the end of the tunnel.
How do we know since they're not brain dead that that's just not them chemistry? You know, their chemistry in their mind.
Yeah.
I don't know. You don't know. I mean, I think that the beauty of this experience is talking about things that we actually don't know. We will not know until our time.
Yeah, until our time is coming. But people in like sudden, like near experiences, they tell you this, like, I don't know, like, but they tell you the same, like it's similar to the same experience. Like you have
you heard some that went to hell?
Yeah, I seen it was a story. This dude, like he was a game banger in the streets and all that. Like lived recklessly with his life. He got shot or something like that. He ended up dying. He was like in a coma or something. That whole time he was in a coma, he said he literally was in hell. He was in hell. But so for me, I know like when you die, your body shuts down. That means your brain shuts down. Your brain is no longer working. So I feel like it maybe like that's the next, like, I don't know. Like it's something with your brain for real.
It is. And
like the next stages, like type shit.
And I feel like it's all about your conscience too. Like a lot of people doing that shit thinking, oh, no, it don't matter, it ain't gonna have karma, but your conscience gonna remember
you
that.
Have dreams about this shit.
People have dreams because you just like death, good situations and bad situations, just like dreams and nightmares. Can't control them both, you know? So it's like, with that being said, I think that the beauty of us living now, the beauty of us being alive in this time period is that we can have difference of opinions. We can have different outlets and expressions, because I believe that the main reason that we're here is to create.
Yeah. Most definitely.
Bob.
But yeah, so to get back to the subject, Tory Lane is guilty. All charges. He ain't getting out. Served on 20 something years. Bitch, you might get 15. You probably
I
be
think he's gonna get like 2 or 3 years in probation.
they get off on probation.
Yeah, he definitely gonna get off on
None of us,
probation.
we gonna stay in there for 15 years
Yeah.
in a cancer probation.
But
Maybe.
because money rules this realm.
But it shouldn't. But yeah.
Okay. We're gonna go ahead and cut the live off. If anybody want to come up and say anything or put any intake, you can. Today's been a real quick type of interview. Well, not even an interview, but a quick live.
Yeah,
so I'm gonna say thank you
discussion.
A little bit. It got deep, kind of. I think that the next time we might need to do NDEs.
And don't be coming for us, because we don't know.
I know people probably can't wait. Y'all going straight to hell.
Y'all devilish motherfuckers. No, I don't.
What you're talking about the dinosaur?
Put me on. Put me on what you on. I want to feel level. I want to feel the level that you on. Elevate me.
I think that the only true way you would know is you finding out for you. That's what I think. Somebody else going to tell you from what they believe.
Yeah, and I'm open.
What you believe.
I'm
also what you believe.
I'm open to comments and what y'all believe.
Open too. I'm open too. I'm gonna go ahead and play our video one more little time. I forgot to put our video, but let me go ahead and do yours and do mine. Bye. Peace out. Love you guys. Thank you for viewing. Make sure you guys follow and subscribe. We appreciate you.
Tap in. This is Risha J. Like, share, and subscribe. I'm giving you the little pointers or whatever.
Damn.
I got to. Divine honesty.
Make sure you click and subscribe.
Point blank.
Okay. All right. Bye.